Well, good morning. I'm just starting my day and working on my first cup of coffee. And I thought I should just take a minute or two here, set the camera up, and get a little bit of news out to you. That is news related to me. I was going to call this a sad update, but there's nothing sad going on here. So I think I'll call this a spicy update. And that is because we're talking about Yellowbird hot sauce. If you've been following me for any length of time, you know that I really like Yellowbird hot sauce, and this is a small company out of Texas that I think makes the best hot sauce I've ever had. And because I eat a lot of Yellowbird, I do talk about it a lot. And several months back, the company reached out to me and told me that they were starting a referral program, and they offered me a discount code that I could pass on to all of you to save a little bit of money if you wanted to buy Yellowbird from the company's website. Unfortunately here, a few days ago, they let me know that they are not going to be continuing on with that referral program. So I just want to let all of you know that if you have been using that code in the past, it is not going to be active going forward. It may have already stopped, but in any case, yeah, I don't have a referral code for a discount for you any longer. And like I said, this is not a sad happening. This is probably because the company is doing pretty well. Yellowbird nowadays is very easy to find. Very different back when I first started buying Yellowbird. The first time I bought it, I found it at an REI store. And REI continues to be kind of my preferred place to buy it because it's usually a little bit less expensive than some of the other stores that sell it. And plus, I'm an REI member, so I get a dividend back at the end of the year. So I kind of take that into account there. But for stores, a lot of people reach out and tell me that they find it at Walmart. Walmart's not one of my favorite stores to shop at, so it's not a place that I normally buy Yellowbird, but it is a store that you can get it. And of course, you know, it's for sale on Amazon, and you can get it at Whole Foods. I do avoid those two stores. I guess that's really the same store because like this bottle I bought at REI for $6. The same bottle you can get on Amazon or at Whole Foods for, I believe, $10 or $11 for the same bottle. If you wanted the organic version of it, it's another couple of dollars on top of that. So that's why I don't buy it at Amazon, and I do encourage people not to buy it at Amazon or Whole Foods, same store. There are better stores out there to buy it. And of course, Yellowbird, since it has become a lot more popular, you can find it at a lot more stores now. It's been carried at a lot more stores. They did make a little press release and say that they're going to be available at Target stores, which is a store that I shop at quite frequently. But I have not found it at any of the Target stores that I have shopped at recently. So maybe that's kind of a slow rollout there, but definitely available all over. And I do really like products that are all natural. If you look at the ingredients on Yellowbird, there's nothing unusual in there. It's all stuff that you can pronounce. It's all stuff that I want to eat. And so that's why I like it a lot. Plus, I just really like the flavor of it. My favorite two are the Serrano and the jalapeno. These are the two that I buy most often. These are backups because I'm running quite low on the bottles that I'm currently eating. So I always keep backups on hand. At the moment, there isn't an REI store around me, so I did make sure I stocked up before I left the Seattle area where there's REI stores all over. But I do know that the co-op here where I am at the moment, they sell Yellowbird, so I can pick it up quite easily. I think Yellowbird got kind of popular over the last several months because they do sell a sriracha, and I have a little bit of sriracha that I bought to try, and I tried it. I'm not crazy about it. When I think about hot sauce, I want my hot sauce to be hot. And sriracha, I would say, is sweet and not hot. I don't get any kind of heat kick off of a sriracha at all. So I'm not a big fan of sriracha. So I bought this months ago. I'm not even sure if it's still any good. Maybe I should look and see if it's got a use-by date, because it's just been kind of hanging around in my spice drawer because I'm just not a big sriracha fan. I want a little bit of spice, and so that's why I normally like the Serrano, because it's got a good kick to it. They do have hotter options. If you go to Yellowbird's website, they have some very hot options, and I'm not crazy about the super hot options, so that's why I like the Serrano. It's not crazy hot, but it's just good and hot, and it adds something to whatever I'm using it on. If I don't want anything that's super spicy, I do go for the jalapeno, and the jalapeno is good. It's I would say it's not very spicy at all, but I have had a few people get in touch with me and tell me that it's a little bit too spicy for them. So everybody's palate is different, of course. But these are the two that I like, and I buy a lot, the Serrano and the jalapeno. I have had their ghost pepper, and it is, I think, the best tasting hot sauce I've ever had. It's also much too hot for me, so I don't go out and get that very often, but it is very good. If you like something a little more spicy, they do have some spicier options. So lots of good products from a little company, and I think that it's just a family that still owns the company. So it's a cool company. You know, they can kind of do things the way they want to, and the way they want to is the kind of product that I like to buy. So I will continue to encourage everybody to buy Yellowbird hot sauce, even though I don't get any kickback for it. But I am trying to get away from that kind of shilling products for companies. I get dozens of emails every day, and that's not an exaggeration, trying to get me to sell all kinds of things, things that I have no intention of selling at all. You know, bicycles and pet supplies. These are things that I'm never going to have. I'm not going to have a pet. I'm not going to have a bicycle. There's a little underlying joke there. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I can give you a link to a video. I've got just dozens of companies trying to get me to sell their products, and I'm just not interested in doing it anymore. I made the exception with Yellowbird just because it is a product that I do use and that I do like the company, and so it was kind of nice to get a little bit of money. I didn't make much, though. Made a few dollars a month off of it, but it was a cool thing to be able to give somebody not only the heads up on a good product, but to make a few dollars here and there. Was kind of cool. But it's nice to see that the company is doing so well that they don't really need to do that, and that they can focus their energy on other things. And I think that they do need to focus their energy on just keeping the product on store shelves so that I can buy products more easily, their products more easily, I should say. It's pretty nice now. I've noticed, especially over the last year, wherever I travel to, I can find Yellowbird quite easily. I mean, it's just everywhere now. So that's pretty cool. You know, it's pretty cool that that's out there. And I would like to think that I helped a little bit with that. But really, I think what happened, which got Yellowbird quite popular, is there's a little interesting story about sriracha. There's one big company of sriracha that everybody likes, and they had a little problem. I'm not going to go into that. It's a very interesting story if you Google it, what happened with the big company that was selling sriracha. They didn't sell sriracha for a little while, and then any company that was producing a sriracha had a big boom in business. And I think that that's what kind of helped put Yellowbird on the map. Since they had a sriracha that they were selling, people were buying it because they couldn't get their normal brand of sriracha. Again, I'm not crazy about sriracha, but all of that did help get Yellowbird out on the map, get their name out there. I guess if you like sriracha, Yellowbird makes a good one. I just don't like sriracha, so I'm not a good person to ask about whether a sriracha is good or bad. I like the spicier stuff, so that's what I'll continue to be buying and enjoying, and I am definitely going to continue encouraging all of you to buy and enjoy some Yellowbird, whatever it is that you like the best. Thank you to all of you who did buy some Yellowbird using my link, and I hope you can continue to buy it, even though I don't have a discount code to give you. And thank you. It's nice that all of you are helping to support me a little bit there for a little while. And with that, I will say thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.